think is a part of me. I'm come off as a conservative person, you know, kind of middle of the road. And this book is a little off that beaten track. And I'm starting to now feel comfortable. And this interview itself has gone a long way to make me feel a lot more comfortable and confident about the alter ego that wrote this book.
Yeah, and this is a, Cassandra Dallas is a pen name, a pseudonym. Okay,
Right.
well that's safe, that's good. So do you have a Facebook page? For the book? Not a friends page?
Not yet, and I don't have a Twitter account either, but I think I'm going to move in that direction. I prefer, you met me at a book fair, which I loved doing, and I'm now part of the Long Island Authors Group.
Yes.
And they have some book fairs that they
Yeah.
get you involved in.
I am the assistant event organizer.
There you go.
Speaking to the right person.
So I think I'll enjoy that.
Yeah, it is fun because you get to sit there for hours and meet people actually and talk to other authors, and you get an understanding of what people are looking for. And you know, some days you don't sell a book, and then other times you go, you'll sell 10 books, and you'll think, wow, people love my book. Try your local papers, whatever community on Long Island you live in, they all have a local paper and they all need copy. So contact them and be persistent. People don't always get back. Newsday's a hard nut to crack.
Right, right.
So is Channel 12. But for instance, there's the Massapequa Post or the Observer or whatever the paper is, and then you go to. Best thing is to find out where their office is and go there and bring your book and you know, maybe a flash drive with your picture, or tell them you're going to email it to them, and they'll write a story about you. So that's that, and then you can do shows like this. There are also radio shows, but you have to find them wherever they might be. What else? And then do the Facebook page.
Right, social
media. You should
media.
do social media.
Yeah, it's like I said, I'm getting the confidence up to do that.
And then if you have somebody who helps you with your computer work, you can set up a blog very easily. I have a blog where I compose the blog with the picture and whatnot, and then the blog site gives me a URL, so I copy it and I put it into my Facebook page, and I say, you know, this is the topic of the blog, and then they can just click on it and go to it. You can
I need to take notes.
There you go. Also, newsletter. You can do a newsletter. Sometimes, you know, go online and Google newsletters, and there's a number of places that all of this is cheap or free. You could go to Blogspot. Have you done the author's page on Amazon?
I don't think so.
All right,
Although the book is on Amazon.
Yeah, but you didn't
available.
do the author's page. You'd know.
Okay.
Go and find out how to do the author's page. Goodreads.
Okay.
And when you start going to the Long Island Authors Group meetings, the next guest speaker we have is a publicist.
Okay.
I've hired publicists before, but I really probably didn't make a very good choice. And don't spend a lot of money. In the beginning, do whatever is free and see how that works out. And then if you take a publicist, make sure that you get this by word of mouth. Get somebody who's recommending them, someone you know and trust. Because there's a lot of people out there who are just so happy to take your money.
Sure. Yeah.
And the results are nothing. You can go on, like for instance, the big reviews are Kirkus Reviews, and then there's a couple of others. You can go on their website and they'll tell you how to submit your book to get a review from them, but they're expensive. But it's Kirkus.
Right,
you know?
right.
I mean, if you go to the New York Times book review section, you'll see that, you know, there's a new book comes out and you'll see Kirkus review and this review and that review. And that's another good thing, is get the New York Times book review every Sunday. Take a look at what's going on in there as far as marketing is concerned. How do people market their book? Not that I'm saying that you should take out a full-page ad in the New York Times, because sell a million books before you do that, because, and then that's sort of a, doesn't work that way, does it? So be careful of you know, what you spend money on, and listen to people, and you know, go to bookstores, look at the books. Sometimes a really easy way to find agents or other things about books is find a book in your genre and look at the acknowledgments. So you might find an agent in there, an editor. I did a little program for Long Island Authors Group on how to get your book into the movies.
Ah.
I've never done this, but I researched it, and I researched some pretty good websites. And I have a friend of mine who actually, the rights to his book, the option was bought, and they hold it for a year. They pay you maybe $1,000, and then if nothing happens in a year, then what they do is they try to get somebody, a producer, to back it. So the whole process is not so hard until you get to the point of, does somebody want to spend money on this? So the first book that you write should not have a big budget. You should not write a book where the entire, you know, Tartar invasion happens in your book, because nobody's going to want to fund that.
Interesting.
You don't even want horses.
No horses are in this book.
Yeah, well,
a dog, though,
but
a Rottweiler.
it's Amsterdam. You have to take the whole company to Amsterdam. So these are all the things. So thank you very much for coming. We've talked ourselves out. Sorry.